Good afternoon, gentlemen. Welcome back. Reviving Real News here with you. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully, everybody's doing good, as well as can be in your own situation and all things considered. It is unseasonably, incredibly warm. I am not kidding, guys. I guarantee you, or at least in my area, that's why people are all out of whack. I guarantee it. I'm going to be 40 in several days. It has never, ever been like this. Should I be complaining or not complaining? That's what I'm debating. Quite honestly, I think genetically and everything else, I am so used to the cold. But I'll take it, I guess. I'll take it. This is beautiful. Sky is nice. All things considered. Really is a nice day. It's very peaceful. But gentlemen, let's revive some real news today, shall we? We all are aware of what this month is. It's about to be ending. And to this month, the month of October, as men, without respect, we reject. Kick rocks the month of October. My entire life, and a vast majority of the men who can hear my voice life, our fathers, some of our grandfathers probably, and our uncles. Excuse me, guys. Wow. This month is a crock of crap for multiple reasons. Okay, Captain Obvious, let's just get that out of the way, is the dumb Halloween trick-or-treat. That's just turned into a complete vanity lifestyle competition. And the other thing it's turned into is these stupid, narcissistic, entitled single mothers living vicariously through their kids that they give two F's less about. You can kick rocks trick or treat. It is not what it was when we were kids. It's not what it was when I was dealing with my kids. It's not even like it was then. Even back then when I was doing it and we would go to different neighborhoods because we knew how to do the trick-or-treating. Like this township or this neighborhood would do it on this Thursday or Wednesday, and then maybe another one had it the week after. See, we knew how to plan this and do it. And there wasn't none of this competition with the photos and the whole thing with the costumes and all. There just wasn't none of this crap. Everything today's ruined. Like Halloween starts, August now? It's dumb. I don't want to get too much into the Halloween because that's not what I'm doing this for. But that's just the Captain Obvious, and I'm just getting that out of the way. I could care less about it. I know it's for the kids and this and that, but it's also, it's disingenuous. Because a real parent isn't going to sit there and let their kids eat all that crap. They're going to find ways to dilute it down and get rid of some of it. Look, my sister and I went all the time. And even we didn't get it like that. Like our parents were pretty like, okay, this is what you can have and this is what you can't have. Number one, I was an athlete. Like I was an athlete. I was very good at a certain sport, but I played multiple sports. So even though I wanted all this stuff and I argued and fought, mom and dad were right. With that being said, there's an epidemic of obese children. Specifically in my country, fellas. So Halloween can kick rocks. It used to be for the kids, about the kids. It's not that way anymore. I walk away. I reject it. I do not partake in it. I feel for the children. I really feel for them because this is not about them anymore. This isn't about our sons anymore. This is about them nasty, disgusting single mothers showing off, being loud and proud with their stupid crap. So I could care less. And I guess I really don't care if I offend anybody either because, hey, it's not you're the one wasting your time and your money. You're the one chasing a bunch of garbage, not me. And I like kids. I ain't got nothing against the kids. I'm not saying I'm walking away because of the other people involved. I'm not walking away because of the kids. If I Trust me. If I could do things my way, I would do it for the kids, but that's not how the society works. But back to the point at hand, gentlemen. Screw Halloween. But here we go. My entire life, this month, in my country specifically, and fellas, I do know some of you guys. I do talk to you behind the scenes. I know you don't live in my country. So I don't know exactly, fellas, what it is like over there per se. I have vague interaction and experiences, so I'm aware this happens over there. I don't know if it is October, but in my country specifically, almost every financial institution, every educational and academic institution, and every godforsaken professional sports entity, organization, team, whatever in this country, they cuck, simp, and bow down and worship this gynocentric, misandric nonsense. And what do they do it for, fellas? And again, I'll take the L. Who don't like what I gotta say? Tough shit. I'm a man. I'm for men. I'm not a cuck. I'm not a simp. I'm not a beta. I can care less about a female and their stupid rights. I can care less about their health. I can care less about any of that. And I have a sister. I have a mother. I could care less. I could care less. They did not care about my health. They did not fight for the cancer that men die from. They weren't out here worrying about men dying in their 30s and 40s. So I could give a fuck less about their stupid health and their dumb pandering. I could care less. This entire month, my country disgusts me because all they do is pander and worship to these females. Every professional sports team, every college academic, every college sports team come out with these stupid pink ribbons, these dumb pageantries, and all these stupid infomercials about breast cancer awareness. Let me ask you something. To all you idiots who partake in this and donate to it and everything else. If you don't start thinking about the other people, like the opposite sex, you ain't gonna have no stupid females to be worshiping and wasting your time and money on. You guys make no sense. You put all your bullcrap into some stupid pink ribbons and bringing awareness for all this nonsensical bullcrap. But there is no awareness, no month, day, week, or anything for the men. Two things: testicular cancer and colon cancer. I dare anybody to prove me wrong. I dare anybody to be able to prove to me there is one, because there isn't. I was born and bred into sports. I played sports that my country doesn't even like. And I can tell you, there's not one single organization or college university that gives two flying fucks about men and their health. Unless they're going to tell you you're dying so they can put you on chemotherapy and other crap to keep making money while you die. I have nothing but disdain for this month. And I could care less for any of it. Gentlemen, let's revive some real news for you. For every $12,000 to $15,000 you morons give to these women, they're lucky to get $1,000 for men's awareness. And I say this again, you're lucky to get $1,000 for every 12 to 15 for the women. So if they're getting that, the men are lucky to raise $1,000 for the awareness for them. So you do the math, fellas. You do the math. If this university over here pulls in $375,000 at a college football game for breast cancer awareness, then look at the difference compared to what they raise for testicular cancer and colon cancer for men. This is why I don't give a fuck about sports. I don't care about no stupid music. I don't care about no clothes. I don't care about no stupid electronics. I don't care about none of this shit. Because all you stupid men involved in it are weak cuckold punks. You don't care about your own health. And you don't care about your son, your grandfather, your dad, and the men coming up behind you. You don't care less. You don't put no money into it. You don't go on no Instagram, no commercials, no nothing and say anything. You're not vocal. You don't care. I say again, to this month, I reject you. I hate this month. Thrown down my throat, my face, my ears, up my nose, everything. Every single time I turn something on, do anything in my country, I'm bombarded with this bullcrap. And you know what's funny? As I noticed on Sunday, the 23rd of October, that the NFL in the football league in my country, American football, they actually, I didn't see them gay pink ribbons. I actually saw the unicorn rainbow bullcrap warrior stuff sprinkled on there. And see what they're doing is in trying to make it all about the women. They're going to bring in this LGHD TV bullcrap. How in the heck can you clown wearing mask get breast cancer? You're men. Get over it. You can't get breast cancer. Just like that stupid idiot in the White House thinking them thing can wear tank. Man, I can't do this. I can't do this. I gotta be sitting wait. I can't stand this stuff anymore. I can't stand this stuff. They don't care about us at all. They could care less. They want you to be a weak, beat down beta. Neglect your own brain, physical, mental, spiritual health, your body and everything to worship these pieces of garbage who wish that you never existed. And that includes your mothers and your sisters, guys. This isn't the 50s and 60s. Women are not the same. I don't care. You guys may not like what I'm telling you, but you're reacting that way because I'm telling you the truth. Families are not families like they used to be. Bonds are not what they used to be. Today, we as men need to just be more honest about these things. Sisters could care less about us. Our mothers don't care about us. And gentlemen, let's just call it for what it is. The few of us that blessed or cursed with a daughter, chances are your daughter's not going to like you. And that's just some harsh reality, reviving some real news for you. Go out in the real world, you'll see it. You will see it. You will see it loud and proud. And I can tell you that's for a simple fact, because these daughters don't respect their dads. Just look at how they talk and dress. Makes me sick. But back to this cancer awareness, gentlemen. Something else I want to bring to your attention about the men's cancer stuff. And look, I don't tell nobody what to think, believe, feel, but I can nudge, suggest, and I can kind of open eyes or avenues to the reality of things. What they've done to men in the last 50 or 60 years was with a specific thing with cancer, and what they tell you to do in the 30s and 40s. It's obvious, guys, I have faith, okay? I'm not an occultist. I don't believe in any of that crap. I don't partake in that crap. I don't believe in organized anything. There's good and evil, and that's that. You can miss me with no, there isn't, because you're ignorant. You're ignorant. You are really, truly ignorant. Good and evil exist whether you believe in it or not. It believes in you. And what these disgusting, quote-unquote, professional medical healthcare idiots have done to men, you guys know what I'm talking about, man. I'm trying not to say because I can't even stand thinking. It makes me just want to get violent thinking about what they do to guys with checking for cancer. But here, I'm just going to say it. And I hope I don't get censored for doing this. You guys know what they tell you to do in your 30s and 40s, okay? Go to the doctor and the glove, the lube, 2-3 fingers, up the poop chute. It's called sodomizing. They've been sitting here for decades sodomizing us fucking men, knowing damn well it doesn't do anything but sodomize us, which is an immortal sin. You don't do that. You don't touch men. And guess what they just announced 2 weeks or less ago, gentlemen? In almost every instance of them sodomizing us, our grandfathers and our fathers, it has done nothing. It was all an evil, demonic ploy. And gentlemen, you get whatever out of that, because it's the truth. It's a demonic ploy. It's sodomizing. We've been sodomized. I have never went to it. I've told you guys, I don't trust the stuff, and I've had good reason not to, and I've had my family tell me not to trust it. And they worked in it for their entire lives. Nobody's ever checked me for no prostate anything, and no one's going to. I'll know if something's wrong by how I feel, how I go to the bathroom, and if I can eat and drink and everything in between. It's called your intuition. It's called the spirit. These are God-given tools and blessings and abilities we're all born with. You have no idea, guys, how pissed off I was when I was reading this from multiple things about how, yeah, guys, we were wrong. We were just playing with you just to play with you. It makes me sick. Stop being gaslit, man. Stop being gaslit by your moms. Stop being gaslit by the TV, the internet, the radio, the newspaper, everything. I'm glad that I was never gaslit by nobody to have somebody stick some fingers in me. Because I'm telling you right now, especially finding out that was all a scam and it does nothing. It's never detected it. It's never been a precursor to if a man has cancer. They hate us, guys. They hate us. And my country spits it in my face every October, and I hate it. Screw your pink ribbons. Screw your breast cancer. I could care less. I don't care how that makes me sound. I don't care. There's enough clowns and wackos and idiots worshipping, cucking, and bowing down to women, and they get everything they want and more. Men get nothing but told to go die. Well, I'm not here for that, and the women can go do that. The men, stand up, rise up, take a stand. Your health matters. My health matters. Our son's health matters. And I'll be damned if anybody's sodomizing me or my sons. That is over with. Spread the word, fellas. Stop the sodomization of men. We're created in a likeness and an image for a reason. We are not garbage. We are not stepping stones. We are not ATMs. We are not punching bags. We are not sperm banks. We are men. We are the ones who create. We are the ones who build. We are the ones who problem solve. We are the ones who get through crisis and war. We are the ones who figure out how to divert and navigate through illnesses and everything that comes with all these things part of our life and cycle. Not the females. I'm trying to keep my composure, guys. I really, truly am. This is the best I've felt in probably a week. This is my 4th or 5th day where I'm completely on my schedule, like waking up when I should be, going to bed when I should. Today's the best I felt. From my head, my spirit, my body, everything. I mean, this is the complete best I felt. And I'm glad. I'm truly, truly, truly glad. But I can't stand this stuff. I can't stand what they're doing because, again, you don't think the 20-year-olds and the teenagers, young men and boys, you don't think they notice this and see this stuff? You don't think they notice that there's no men or older men saying anything and fighting and standing up for this? Of course they do. That's why the younger ones don't like guys like us and they want to fight and everything and all this conflict and there's nobody that's about to be civil no more. Because the younger ones don't respect us. Well, I'll be damned. I'm going to get my respect because I don't condone this stuff. I don't partake in it. And I stand up and speak out against it. So one way or another, there's going to be some kind of civility between us or I'm going to get my respect. Because I don't do this. How can any man or any father encourage his son to partake in any of our society? And I'm being specific about the sports and the crap that goes with it and colleges and everything else. They don't care about you. You stupid Tom Brady's and you punk-ass NBA players and everybody in between, you worship these idiots who are divorcing you, taking your money and your kids. And guess what? You do nothing for your sons. That dumbass Tom Brady has boys. Not one time has he given money for testicular cancer or colon cancer. Has he ever made a commercial for you guys get Not one word out of his billionaire mouth about men's rights or men's health. I can pick any sport, fellas. I'll pick an athlete. You want to talk racing? I hate racing, and I'll tell you a race car driver. I tell you golfers. I tell you tennis players. Hockey, rugby, Australian rules football. What do you want to know? I'll tell you, not any single one of them. Most of them all come from single mother households, and they worship their wife mothers. My breast cancer, my breast cancer. You really want to help women, you stupid cuckold morons? Why don't you start doing shit about obesity and starting to get rid of some of that testosterone and masculinity out of them? That might help out women's health. Fucking retarded stuff. And meanwhile, for men's health, we're told, oh, you're too aggressive, you're too masculine, too much testosterone. Here's some Ritalin, here's some Adderall, here's some soy, here's some estrogen. Have a latte. If you don't kick rocks with all that nonsensical bullshit. If someone's acting a fool outside. And it's actually somebody I actually do hate. And I do not like this person, and if they raise their voice, you're going to hear me go off. Sorry, guys, I'm apologizing ahead of time. I don't like this individual. I've tried to, yeah, I don't like this person. Fucking dumb bitch. And if you don't shut the fuck up. Yeah, I'm not the one, guys. I'm not. I think you can sense that in my voice. I'm not the one. I'm not. I don't play these games. You're not gonna punk me or scare me. I will straight go out my door. If I had to, I'd go out my window after them sons of bitches. But yeah, back to the point. You guys had enough of this? You had enough? Because I know I sure had enough. All this translates, it is going to equal to nobody's going to care and no one's going to be here. Because people are going to find ways to go away. In every meaning of the term, go away. Like, go away. Like, go away to a different country, go away to a different state, go away to... You guys see where I'm going with this. What I'm pissed off about is why I feel like I'm the only person in my age group that is going to speak up or say anything about this. Because they're all afraid of not getting some poontang. And they're all afraid of being excluded from the whatever stupid dumb group they're included in. And I just can't take it. I can't take it. I can't. And this is all correlates to why I don't have anybody in my life really at all. I don't. I truly don't, because most dudes I have intuition, I have instincts, and I have senses. Usually, within an amount of days, the bullshit radar goes off, and I've done caught them in multiple lies. They do mess with females, they do lie about this, they do all kinds of BS, and I'm just not here for it. I don't care. I don't care. An example, I don't want to hear about you don't have any food or you don't have XYZ. You're the one that brings females in there. You're the one that does whatever you do. And then here's the funny thing. You got nothing, and guess what you got from them? Nothing! I don't play those games. I don't play those games. And I have no sympathy for some stupid simp who does that stuff. So I don't have nobody in my life. I'll help the dude who don't partake with the females and who don't let them spend the night and everything else, hoping he's going to get something. And somebody like that asks me for something, some food, a couple dollars, or this, that, and the third, I'm going to do it. Even if I have to go through my phone and find a way to get them what they need, I'm going to do it. But if the second my stomach or my heart tells me there's a female behind this or there's something else, you can kick rocks. I don't do that, because I know the manipulation tactic behind, oh, well, this, and this, and this. But in reality, it's not for the guy. It's for that dumbass girl that he's messing with. I don't do that. And I've been very keen on this for years. And that's why a lot of guys don't like me. A lot of guys do not like me because I have testicular fortitude and I don't do this. I do not enable any other man to go partake and entertain a female in hopes of getting his back scratched. I don't play those games. You're not taking what little I have to help you go fishing. It's not happening. I hate October. All these idiots, people idolize and worship. From you stupid rap artists, you wannabe country singers. Country music used to be something. It's trash. The most weak, pathetic, beta, simpy white man I've ever seen in my life. And now it's turning into some ghetto clown fest with you stupid white women. You got country singing white women who are trying to be black now. You let that sink into your head, man. Let that sink in. I got nothing for any of this stuff anymore, especially in my country. I got nothing for it. All these men out here, all this money and reach and access. Not one freaking word for the men's rights or the men's health. Not one freaking word. Not one word. But they'll simp for their ex-mother-in-law, who that dumb daughter of hers took $30 million and his kids. That same man is still going to simp for that same ex-mother-in-law. Because reasons, I guess. You can forget that. You can seriously forget that. My mother was to walk into my apartment right now. You know what I'm going to tell her? Number one, get the fuck out. But number two, I don't care about anything you got to say, because not one time you ever speak up for your father. Did you speak up for my grandfather? Did you speak up for me? You speak up for my cousins? Did you speak up for anybody? No, you only sat there and are concerned about yourself and about other stupid feminized rights. Who cares about that crap? If men don't have health and men aren't taken care of and men aren't healthy, you women are as good as dead. Because ain't nobody going to take care of you. You ain't going to have nobody buying your dumbass feet pictures. Ain't nobody going to be sitting there donating to the cash apps. See my point to all this, fellas? Do you see my point to all of this? Everything starts and stops with the men. And what they've done the last 50 plus years, get what you deserve. You get what you deserve. You could seriously get what you deserve. I understand it. Of course I understand it. I absolutely do. Solution to it? I doubt it. I sincerely doubt it. The only solution that I can think of is men need to rise up and just do themselves. Just do yourself. Just watch what you drink. Number one, watch what you drink, because that's what starts everything. It's all in your taste buds, your palate, everything. I've said that before. What you drink is the most crucial thing. Then what you eat. And you take care of yourself and your health. And all this other stuff is pointless and it's irrelevant. And that's just the simple facts. It really is. More men that take care of themselves, stop being indoctrinated to always going to some stupid pharmacy or some stupid doctor for every little sniffle or bump or bruise or fart. That's probably going to go a long way to this, because then they're not going to be able to scam us out of our money and the insurance. That's the truth, guys. I think a lot of the human population has forgotten the God-gifted abilities, tools, and blessings we have, and that's our immune system and our body. Sweating is important, especially if you know you don't feel good or something's out of kilter. Make yourself sweat. I'm not a doctor. Guys, I've been poor. Dude, I told you guys just have no idea the hell I've been through. I mean, the absolute brutalized freaking hell I've had to live. I've had no access for good stretches of years of my life to nothing. And I wish I had. I do, but I just don't. I'm just waiting until a specific time period is over before I feel comfortable putting myself out here completely. But I know for my age and all things considered, I know what I look like. I know what I look like. And I know my health. And that's only because I've taught myself and I've learned. And I stopped listening to idiots. That's what I know. The sweating thing is important. And I know it sounds retarded and it sounds whatever, but it really is the truth. And it kind of correlates to what the Romans did with their baths and their sauna. There's something in the sweating, and that's just the truth, fellas, because I know how I kind of kicked what I had going on with me, and I think the first morning I woke up with a little bit of a thought process or some energy, just took off for almost 2 hours. Just took off straight, just didn't stop, just booked it. And it was probably a couple hours after I had stopped that I was like, okay, yep, once again, my intuition was, it's what you need to do. So, that's one simple way to combat all of this is if men start taking care of themselves. And that's just, and guys, I can't tell nobody what to do. Hey, stop partaking in October. Stop giving the attention. Stop giving the donations. Stop with the pink. Stop supporting the NFL. Stop supporting all of it. Stop. And start calling these idiots out. Stop asking for their autographs and their bullcrap. Start calling them out. Seriously, start calling them. Start saying, hey, why are you okay with this idiot taking all your money and your kids, and you still give $475,000 a year for breast cancer awareness? You don't say shit for yourself, your health, or your son's health. Start calling them out, man. Like, guys, it's very serious. It's very serious. I want to say something so bad, but I know I probably can't do it on YouTube. I don't want to get in trouble at this very moment. Think about that. I just want you guys to think about that. There is not one single thing said for men's health at all. Oh, okay, here, guys, here. I'll be politically correct, fellas. There is one thing you hear about men's health. And that's that punk-ass, lame Viagra. I don't care about that crap. Because that was all a fluke anyways. Viagra was not made for what it's sold for today, guys. Reviving some real news for you once again. Viagra was not made for erectile dysfunction. That's called a side effect. Another one. Wellbutrin was not made for depression or anxiety or any kind of psychotic bullcrap. Wellbutrin, or maybe I'm backwards. Maybe it was made for psychotics and it wasn't made for quitting tobacco. It's one of the two is backwards on it. And they ended up marketing and selling it for the wrong reason. But it is Wellbutrin. I know that for a fact because I still talk to my mother every day back then when that was going on. My mother's a pharmacist, I've told you before. I'm well versed on what those things are. That's why I don't care to my mom. She's been a whatever for her whole life. She never says nothing about no men's health or anything. The other thing, men, as far as the health goes, and I will say this because it affected my family, and because I do care about you guys. I don't want no one doing nothing stupid, man. And I got no problem with people doing what they do the right way, safely, moderately, and healthy. But this goes to what I just said about drinking, what you put in your mouth. Men's health, your liver is important, guys. Just when you have fun, make sure you're somewhat consciously or spiritually aware of your limit or your body, guys. I know you're listening to this, either not today, but you'll listen to this before. You and I have talked about this, dude, in private. I've told you about my father. I've told you about him. My dad died from this, okay? I'm exposing myself here, guys. My dad died from that stuff. Cancer. I was present for all of that, guys. I I have all the memories right now in my head of watching this man. Biggest, nastiest, toughest, meanest person I've ever met in my life was reduced. I can't get that image out of my head. I can't get that out of my head. Biggest person I ever seen in my life was reduced to pure nothing because of alcohol. I mean, guys, he scared the crap out of me my whole life. And when I saw what I saw, I could not freaking, excuse me, guys, excuse me. It's just hard. That's hard. That's brutal. That's real man. That's real man stuff. When you got to man up and deal with that. When you got to man up and you got to see. When you got to see stuff like that, and you got to bury everything that you got in you. That was my father. That was my father. And I wasn't going to, I don't care. I know what I'm cut from and what I'm made of, and I wasn't going to do the wrong. But I know, fellas, take care of yourself. I'm begging you to take care of yourself. And I'm only doing this because fuck October and fuck stupid women's health. I don't care about that crap and their pink ribbons. I don't care. Nobody talks about no men. Nobody talk about anything. All the stuff we put up with and deal with and the things that are done to us and what we get dealt all affect our health. And nobody cares. Nobody cares about how the divorce and the child support make us think things and do things, and we sometimes go down a path, and that path can lead some of us into bad habits, and those bad habits can totally destroy our health. But it all correlates back to what made you do it. And they don't care. They don't care. You think a rehab or a doctor cares that you were drinking or you were snorting something or shooting something because you lost your kids or you lost your life? They don't care. They're not there to help you. They're there to keep you doing it. I've had enough, guys. I don't know about you, but I've had enough. All of this is crap. I hate it all. Most men today care more about stupid entertainment and technology and about their popularity than they do about their own health and their own well-being. And then they're going to want everybody to pay attention and listen to them when they start screaming and crying. I've been away from everything, and I've been, I don't want to isolated, alone, whatever the heck you want to say, for most of my adult life. So I've been on the outside looking in. I see this, guys. I can speak on this because I see this. I will see dudes neglect every single part of their life, all in the hope and prayer of some kind of attention or some kind of an invitation to be included. Instead of keeping that $15, $20 and going and getting toothpaste, toothbrush, and some food. They sitting there and, man, this stuff breaks my heart, man. And you can't speak logic into a lot of them. You just can't, because so many aren't used to being around men. So many have been raised by disgusting, filthy single mothers. They're predictive. They're properly programmed people, man. You can't get logic into them. You can't have any meaningful conversation. October, we reject you. Guys, I'm dead serious about all of this. Don't take my word for it. Use the technology in your own brain and look up the numbers, do your own research. There is nothing for testicular cancer, colon cancer, prostate cancer, any way, shape, form. There's nothing for it, okay? The other thing, too, in my country, guys, don't get caught up in what's coming. Don't get caught up in this crap that's coming next week. I know what's coming next week. I know when my birthday is. This has been my whole life. This goes on every time I have a birthday. So I'm always aware of it. My country, stay out of it, guys. I'm imploring you, turn your back. Turn your back. Walk away from it. Walk away. Don't register. Don't talk to nobody. Don't partake in it. If anything, use the stuff that you see and hear on the internet as entertainment. Do not partake in it. Do not partake in it, guys. Because I can't say too much on YouTube, but in my country, America, guys, stay out of it. Stay out. Reject it. Walk away from it. Don't partake. Be civil to the people that try to convince you to do it or persuade you, but don't do it. Do not partake. Do not partake. My grandmother and grandfather, my grandmother Jean and my grandfather Arthur, did not fight 2 world wars and several other wars and have 7 to 8 children to go off and have their own families and give them grandchildren, for us to be led by LGHD TV, complete asinine, nonsensical clowns. My grandmother did not have sons and daughters to bear her grandchildren. For her grandsons, myself included, to have their children, their finances, their education, their livelihoods stolen from them. They didn't go to wars to have what we have now going on. Stay out of it, guys. Stay out of it. Stay out of it. The last woman I ever loved was my grandmother. My grandmother would be sick of this. There's a lot of times things that have happened in my life, I believe I'm only here because of her looking down. And that's the truth. There's no way, shape, or form that they would approve of any of this, and they would not encourage their kids to sign up and defend. Not for this. There's no way. There's no way. I reject all of this. And I guarantee you, all the people that hate me and think things and say things about me, only one that I cared about is what my grandmother would think of me. That's the only one that I would feel any type of way. And I hope she would be somewhat proud of the hell that I've been through, and I'm still here speaking, and I haven't turned into a criminal. I didn't turn into a criminal, a gangbanger. I didn't turn into a needle user. I didn't become into an Irish Rose, a bottle drinker. I don't. I smoke tobacco, but I don't smoke 5, 6, 7 a day. I don't. I might only smoke 5 cigars a day or cigarettes a day. Yeah, guys, I don't have an issue with Mary Jane. I don't. And I'm not going to discuss that with anybody, really. That's my business. But I've got my personal reasons because I've seen firsthand what it does. A little clue about that, I've told you before. My sister and my grandmother had leukemia at the exact same time. I know how one of those 2 individuals was able to sleep, eat, breathe, and live longer than they were supposed to. And it wasn't no stupid chemicals and pills. Not to mention, they scared the crap out of me when I was a young teenager. And I mean, scared the crap out of me. By telling me if I was ever caught with anything, or if I was ever in trouble for anything, it better be for this and not anything else. And that has always stuck with me. And like I told you guys a minute ago, I saw what happened to my... I mean, I lived it. I was born with my dad, so I know what the other stuff does, and it just... I am who I am. I'm not ashamed of it, guys. I just don't want no one to judge me for what I do or what I like. Because I don't judge nobody, but I know that I don't have to partake in things. That's my vice. That's my taboo right there. But I know when I need to back off of things. That's why I stay physically active. And I don't care. I do stay physically active, guys. I do. And some of you that I talk to, you know I do, because I tell you all the time I do things. I'll go walking just to walk because I value myself, I value my health, and I value my appearance to the best of my ability. I value it, meaning I'm not turning into no slob. I know that I want to be able to see everything and clean everything and do what I got to do. I don't want to have to pick up stuff and move and lift things just to clean and go to the bathroom. No, I don't want that lifestyle. I want to take care of myself. You guys had enough of this nonsense? Because I have, man. This is probably the first time in my life I wish I had the physical means or the financial means just to get the fuck out of where I'm at. I don't want to be here anymore. I don't. I know who I am and I know what I am, and I'm not this. And I don't want to be this. I don't want to be in this. I don't want to fake it anymore. I really don't, man. I really, truly don't. And a lot of this stuff makes me think about that because I know where I live and I see what goes on. And I don't want to be a part of this crap. I really don't want to be a part of this nonsense. That's why I get so pissed off about child support and what the fuck it did to me. You guys have no idea what it took from me, man. You have no idea what it took from me. Yeah, maybe one day, my one buddy, I'll show you what they took from me, bud. I'll show you. I'll show you the whole property that they took from me. I had asked, you guys will fall over dead when I tell you the whole story of what I lost with that child support, man. You want to talk about, I had that property was on, literally right next door and I had complete access to the Erie Canal. I had access to the fucking Erie Canal. I had access to a historical dam, river right there, tributaries to the river. There was even one or two old abandoned gravel pits that one had over a dozen types of fish in it. Sunfish, there was spotted fish, there was pumpkin seeds in there. Bluegill, was crappie in there. There was everything in there. Nice largemouth. Beautiful, man. I used to hate it when I was younger. But boy, oh boy, I am glad I got to take my kid there to see it. I had to be real careful of what I was telling him where we were, because I didn't want him being like, "Oh, we get to do this and that." I didn't want him thinking, because I obviously lost it. But yeah, gentlemen, I appreciate each and every one of you for listening to me, and I beg you to take care of yourselves. Without respect, October, I fucking reject you. I hate you. Gentlemen, now more than ever, if you stand for nothing, you're going to fall for anything. Let's make this about men's awareness and men's health. Screw the other crap. Because as men, we're going to rise up and overcome this crap. One way or another. One way or another. If you stand for nothing, gentlemen, you're going to fall for anything. This has been Reviving Real News. Have a good afternoon, fellas.